the Nationals and Joanna Doan, Marlins, and it's Braxton Garrett. And he's our money-making man, but look at this price. 210 and 8 over 25 here.
Oh, the good old Nationals and Marlins, huh? Well, I'm going to go ahead and go with the Nationals here on the run line today. I just kind of feel like they could keep this one close. Nationals have been putting up more runs as of late, more than this Marlins team, averaging 4.22. Again, I do worry about the Nationals bullpen some. So I do have to hope that this Nationals team can get out to a little bit of a lead. But Braxton Garrett does have that elevated ERA at home, 4.99. Adon here for Nationals. He does have that big 7 ERA, but his splits are really, really nice on the road, 3.38. I'm going to go ahead and take the Nationals here on the run line.
Yeah, I mean, look, Garrett's been about as good as it gets as far as being a moneymaker with, on the Marlins, and the Marlins are sneaky good all season, but I don't feel like this is a spot. This is the role you want the Marlins in, right? You want the Marlins in the $2 favorite range. You want Braxton Garrett on the road at plus $1.20 against a good team type of thing, something like that or more, but the Nationals are the ones that are, crushing right, this season, or they're one of them. They're the team. They're that sneaky team, especially in the second half. Underdog every time, cashing enough. Adon has not looked as good of late. And he's got 7, he's got bad numbers. That's interesting. You mentioned Garrett splits at home. I mean, he's been pretty solid last 5 starts. I'm going to be with Mindy here. I'm going to be taking the Nationals. Run line, minus $1.20 here, probably, I would think. Marlins are 14-4 with Garrett starting. We know all that. Okay. And the funny thing is about Adon and his poor numbers, the Nationals have won all 3 of those games. They've scored 23 runs. Now, going up against Garrett, that might change things, but Miami's lost 6 of their last 8. And it's the Nationals that have played 667 ball over the last 24 games. That's like almost a month.
Almost.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Let's see what the chat says. We got Crush on the Nationals. Thomas on the Nationals. Blake on the Nationals. Hello to Kev Cook. Ron, though, says this is Miami's spot. So does Brent. Bionic's on the Nats, and so is Neil. Jacoby's going to lay it. Josh says they shouldn't be 210. They're not all a rise, right?
Right.
Kev Cook, he is going to go. It looks a little reverse run. I think he says Nationals run line. I don't know if he's saying reverse run line there a little bit too, or if he typed it in wrong. But I don't care. I'll sprinkle a little reverse run line. Why not? TK, though, Marlins money line. K, I think, was this our only suggestion here on the total in this one? And I would hope, and K, maybe I would say, look, I have it listed at 8 over 25 there. Make sure, I think, buy it up. If you're going to go under, I was kind of leaning over, but these 2 teams have been going under, right? Miami's gone under in 5 straight. I'd make sure you get that 8.5. Yeah. All right, let's take Washington, start the show. Brian also likes the under, though. And, all right, Mindy, next, I think everybody got their play in. Oh, I see Hello to Curvin, and Jamal's got Miami money line, but we're on the Nationals. We've been on the Nationals a lot.
Kind of have recently.
If you're going to put if you're going to lay throw out $2 right there, I'm sorry, we're going to be on the I don't know sometimes where Mindy's going to go, or if she's head fakes sometimes with her.
That was a head fake, probably.
That was not. I mean, I was like, I was confident you were going to be on the net.
Okay.
Next up, is the line backwards here? I mean, okay, the Yankees lost 20 of their last 21 games or something. Garrett Cole's an underdog today. That's tough to pass up, but the Yankees are in one of their worst slumps in a long time. We know they snapped the losing streak, but Cole's an underdog. I just can't get away from that right now, at least in the narrative portion. So what do you say here, Mindy? It's $1.30, and the total definitely it looks like it's 7/20. Odds makers, bettors, whoever they're expecting them to deal. So if they're expecting these pitchers to deal, that makes it even more attractive. But I don't know with Cole. What do you say?
Well, I mean, I really like Cole, right? Usually, like you said, being an underdog, I feel like this is kind of the spot for him, but just hasn't been pitching well for whatever reason. A 5.26
Oh.
ERA suddenly here in August. And Eflin, I think he's been kind of continuing to excel here as of late. 3.05 ERA, but gosh, Cole on the mound with that 2.62 ERA on the road. I just don't know. Ramon. I'm going to go ahead and take the Cole that's, been playing in maybe June. How about that? I'm going to go ahead and take the Yankees here.
Okay.
Take Cole as an underdog.
I think, yeah. Cole, 6.35 ERA. Last 3 starts. So that's not
He
great.
hasn't been good at all.
Yeah. I mentioned that lose. I mean, let's not talk about the losing streak. The Yankees have it's even a little worse. I mean, they've lost 21 of their last 28. Tampa Bay has found their rhythm again a little bit. Mindy, they got the win yesterday, right? That was clutch yesterday with he's hugging the cameraman. He was so excited after he hit that 2-run home run, and that gave us the run line.
I know,
victory.
right? Yeah, and I think about all the folks saying that because Judge got that home run yesterday, right? He was 1 for 3 with a homer.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was like, nah, no way he's getting a home run this game. And then
I said it right here on the air, and shout out. I wish I knew who said it, Mindy, yesterday. And I was, it was Big Baller.
Big Baller, yes.
And I'm like, oh yeah, like he's going to go out and hit another. I would say the odds are he would not hit another. Right. But when you're in a groove, you actually do.
Well, I thought they really might not pitch to him at all, right? Like that's how I saw it. As this guy just was on fire last night. Might give him the bitten by or something, but yeah, he still got it.
Mindy, I'm sorry to interrupt, and I might have missed it. I hope I didn't. I'm watching this other game. I meant to give this out. Maybe get in on live action. I blew it. There's a game starting right now in the FIBA tournament, and I do have action in this. I wanted to give it out to everybody.
Oh, that's right. I didn't realize it was starting right away.
It starts right now. It started maybe have even tipped off, but Canada. I'm taking Canada over France here, and also over 168. So game's just underway. If you want to play it live, or maybe it hasn't tipped off. I've got just one game on currently, just prepping for the show. So Canada and the over, that one just underway. Okay. Yeah. So Mindy, so I mean, I'm pumping it up, telling Cole this, Cole that, but I don't know. I mean, Yankees are struggling for a reason. Maybe Cole is struggling for a reason. Maybe he sees the writing on the wall. This season's over, right? You're Garrett Cole, and I know the Yankees might be still holding. I don't know. Do they privately still hold, or are they just trying to like shake this loose and go, we just got to win a game? So I just think maybe Cole is resigned to. When you're a competitor like Cole, I guess you'll go out there today. The bookmakers are expecting them to really shove here today, and I don't know if that's going to be the case. I'll actually go over in this game as my play, and Mindy will take the Yankees. Yankees have gone over in 5 of their last 6. Tampa Bay has gone over in 9 of the. Okay, no problem. I'll give out a few stats and we'll move on to the next game. I was talking about I want the over in this one. Cole not faring well right now. I think Cole might be resigned. Maybe a matchup with Eflin will keep him interested. Eflin needs to have a good start here. Tampa, every game's still important to them, even though they've righted the ship. They certainly have righted the ship here down the stretch, winning 9 of their last 12. They've gone over in 9 of their last 12. Yankees have gone over in 5 of their last 6. I'll take the over. Mindy's on the Yankees. And, let me get the comments from the chat. That's what I should have been doing. Okay. But I'm interested to see, actually, what the chat. Hello to Martin Solano today. And TK is here. Josh considering the Yankees after that. Oh, Nathan, I'm glad you fared well yesterday. I feel like we're picking well. I'm surprised we got I'd say it's lower than average turnout right now. We're a pretty hot and run. Okay, Tampa Bay and over for Curvin, and TK on the Rays. Yeah, no doubt about it, Josh. Not gonna get this plus money. Brent says Rays easy here. Rays might be popular today at the I don't know. That's why I posed it to Mindy. I know she's going to come back with an analytical handicap, and she's not going to let, even though she did say she likes Cole, and well, how can you not? But okay, Thomas on Tampa Bay money line. Jacoby on the Yankees, Bionic on the Rays. Kay's on the over here in this one with me. The Steam came in on the under, obviously. We're dealing with a 7 here.
Yeah.
And maybe and there's, poor Ron. Hey, has anybody, we take it for granted. I guess I guess everyone's been there with a dying phone, but not when it's really like
your life. You might have power for a couple days. Yeah.
Right. Like your lifeline, right? Like, we're not going to.
Got to ride around in the car.
Anybody still get gas somewhere? Does anybody still have the landline that never it's got like dust on it and the teenagers come over and they don't even know what it is?
I do not have a landline anymore.
Oh, it's for emergencies. I got news for you. If we're in an emergency where your only communication is a landline because all the cell phone tap, we're screwed.
We're all screwed. You might have saw the flash and felt the heat.
The $10 a month. All right. Takeo goes under, Beanie Man under, and Kev Cook says he's got over in that China-France game in the first quarter. Keep me posted. I can't change the channel here right now. The other game's going to end. I'm going to be bummed.
You can pause and,
Okay, I'll just pause the show.
Yeah.
I want to watch the game. Neil's on the Rays. Dre's on the Rays. Brian's on the Rays. Okay. Thomas has it as a prop in his house,
right.
Here's remember getting the antique. My mom wanted the antique phone, with the old fan, like she was the queen, This was like 1980. Just get, the issued one from the Bell Company. Okay, we're Mindy's got the Yanks and I've got the over. Astros at Tigers. Framber Valdez. Got the no-hit jinx here or what? Favorite here, $1.70, 8.5 over 25 against Manning here.
So should we talk about the elephant in the room? What happened with the Astros yesterday? Just totally getting whooped up on. Before I knew it was like 7-0 in the second inning or whatever.
I'll tell you this too, Mindy, about that is that the Astros were super popular with internet multi-capper site handicappers. I did not have them, but
I did
they
not
were
have
very
that either.
popular.
I believe I gave it out on the show, but personally didn't make a play on it. But I believe that was my play out here on the show.
Okay, I wasn't referring to you. I snoop around.
No, I get it.
The other cappers are on. I follow those. They're chat room. I don't want to. There are chat room. My picks are never in there. I'm not too big. I follow the big names, but there are chat rooms where the plays are listed, the premium plays, and I'm telling you, everybody was on Houston. Go ahead.
Yeah, they just got absolutely smoked. I don't know why Dusty Baker left him in for so long. I was like, man, get this guy out of here. Why are you why are you letting him go I think he went 2 innings too long, but I guess at that point might have called the game just wrote it up for a loss, but I'm going to come back on the Tigers. I don't know how you kind of recover for that one, especially, it's a little bit hard mentally. It could do a couple of different things, right? Like I'm going to go out in here and kill him, but you got Framber that's just been struggling on the mound here as of late. He's given up 15 runs and like 12 innings, just been absolutely terrible. So I'm going to go ahead and take the Tigers on the run line.
All right, Mindy says take the Tigers with Manny. He's the one that's looked good in his last 2 starts. He's been terrific. And Framber has that high elevated ERA you mentioned. Last 8 games, close to 7.5. Astros are in a slump here. They've lost 7 of 11. Detroit's the team that's won 9 of 15 games. Now, this is if you are considering the Astros, because they're still the Astros, the Tigers are still the Tigers. I would say there's a value is on the Astros here at $1.70. I think that some of that Mindy mentioned is reflected in the line. And so I think the Astros will actually be a discount if you take them. But Mindy says take the Tigers here. And I'm going to go under in this one. Tigers have gone under in 9 of their last 13. Manning's gone under in 3 of his last 4. It's the Astros that are going over, and I understand that. And at 8.5, I actually like this kind of as a premium, but I thought 9. At 8.5 over 20. Let me take a look at the markets here. I mean, are there any?
Markets.
Well, are there any 9s out there? I doesn't matter. I'm
there was
going
9
under.
earlier today, but did it go away?
Huh?
I said there was 9 earlier. I said, did it go
No,
away?
they are there actually.
They're still there.
I use one particular sharp offshore book for our lines on here, and that, like I said, I like to give out kind of the worst line sometimes, so you can feel confident. So if you get that 9. Like I said, I thought I liked as a premium at 9, so I'm not going to be on the Tigers. I'm going to be on the under here. Mindy's on the Tigers here. Plus money, Mindy, or run line?
No, I'm going to pick him on the run line. So,
Okay.
set it at about minus 110, something like that.
All right. Well, maybe I'm not
a bit more
discouraged by that. What happened to the Astros yesterday? I would not. I respect what you're saying about a demoralizing defeat. I would hope that Houston is a little bit beyond that, but they are kind of caught into a little bit of a situation going into Detroit where I don't know. Ron, what's going on, Ron?
Well, it's one of those things. I think it could spiral, right? Framber hasn't been sharp, and so it's like, what if he gives up 2 runs in the first inning? Is it just kind of downward spiral? That's kind of maybe how I'm kind of looking at that.
Okay. Well, so is the chat because Blake is on the Astros here. TK is going to go on the under. And TK also here get Tigers here.
Tigres.
And Josh, I'm a Twitter capper though. But I don't.
But you don't say give me 100 likes before I give out my free pick.
I've only got 75 followers at Tony's Picks Ramon. But if you would like a free pick on a regular basis, I made a big stink. Let me control the Twitter and tell but. I don't want to. I say Twitter now. It's X, and it feels like the
unknown X.
Well, it's gone downhill a little bit for me. Look, I still think
I heard Ramon
very valuable.
that they like the X tweet deck. Isn't that what you were kind of looking at before?
Well, I love tweet deck. I just didn't want to pay for it. It's only $8. I mean,
but you have to pay for it now.
Yeah.
I thought there was that free one that they had on there.
Is there a secret tweet deck?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Hit me up in the Discord, anybody, if you know how to get tweet deck for free. I'm stuck and I don't like. To me, I can't look at one tweet at a time. I'm not.
Yeah, this one because I saw one of my friends have like 6 columns open.
Yes,
so.
I want that, but I just didn't want to pay. I don't want to give the wealthiest man in the world $8 a month. I've got to draw the line somewhere. You should be giving me $8 for my contributions on Twitter. Okay.
Oh, funny.
Oh gosh, could I go viral? No, I don't think.
Perhaps. There's always a chance, Ramon. Always a chance.
Well, I'm looking at the picks. I'm just making conversation, but a lot of people are on the Tigers. I just want to say that. And there are some Astros, but Josh can't even comment on Twitter. I don't want to say anything now.
Banned? That's not good.
Okay.
He seems like
Mindy's
such a
on the
nice guy.
Tigers run line. I'm on the under. Here we go. Next up, we have the Cubs and the Pirates. In this one, Hendricks, $1.15 on the road, 9 under 15. Mindy, we had the Cubs yesterday against the Pirates on our show here.
Well, I feel like I have to go with the Cubs again. Are they really sitting at just like, minus 118? I like Hendricks here in this spot. 2.86 ERA on the road. This Cubs team on the road, 4.69 runs of offense. Bullpen's been playing well here as well. 3.94 for the Pirates. Mitch Keller, 4.22. A little bit better ERA at home, but I still think the Cubs get it done here today, Ramon.
Good, because I agree. I like Hendricks. I always like Hendricks. He's got a 4 ERA this year. He's not, he's not as good as he used to be, but he's the one going out there getting you some innings right now for sure. He's gone under in 5 straight starts. Cubs are still hot. Why not? They've won 22 out of their last 31. Yeah, the Pirates have played a little better. I've made fun of good Keller, bad Keller. I mean, I don't know if he's really any better. Maybe if you put Mitch on the Royals and Brad on the Pirates, it'd be the same. Be the same result. One would be better than the other. It would be better with the Pirates. Maybe, I don't know. I'm gonna take the Cubs in this one, Mindy.
All right, let's do it.
Sure.
Number 2, Cubs.
What's going on here? It's a tarp. Help. Maybe Keller's been okay, but come on. Cubs are still hot. Pirates are still mediocre. Not even that. Sean Money's here today. He's on the Cubs. Josh is on the Cubs. Brent says, give me the Cubs. Kev Cook on it's all Cubs. What are we missing here? What are we missing here? Nathan's on the Cubs. Takia's on the Cubs. Beanie Man Cubs. If I saw a premium consensus play, this is it. TK says, go, you know what? These two teams, the Steam came in on the over. These teams are massive overs. I do like Hendricks. I do like Keller. I don't know if I can get on this, but I know TK. I think because of Chicago's gone over in 5 of their last 6. Pittsburgh's gone over in 24 of their last 36. I'm going to take the Cubs. I think we might see some pitching from these 2 starters. Maybe things will come.
Agree.
TK also said maybe Pirates plus 2.5. Cubs team total over for Neil. Brian on the Cubs, Jamal on the Cubs, and Bionic on the Cubs.
Pirates 2.5 might be all right. Like you said, I feel like it's going to be, a little bit of a pitching duel. So,
man, that's a huge consensus. How are they $1.15?
That's what I keep saying.
I'm not saying. Look, I always say, hey, we got a very sophisticated chat here. Maybe we're the secret. I mean, it seems like everybody be on the Cubs, and they're just such a slight favorite here. It's so weird. I guess they're giving out money today. Cardinals here and the Phillies. And this one, Miles Mikolas on the road against Christopher Sanchez, the left-hander. Phillies are $1.35 now. Maybe we're seeing a move here on the cards. Phillies $1.35, 9.5 under 15.
Oh, Mikolas has just been so awful, Ramon. I can't back this guy. 4.55 ERA, 2 walks per 9, 1 home run per 9. It's just tough for me. I don't know. He's just been struggling. He's 0-4, 5.61 ERA over his last 4 starts. It's just been bad. I feel like I got to be on the Phillies, especially when the money's kind of going to the Cardinals. I feel like, we talk about value. I feel like I'm getting a little bit of value here now. I think Sanchez has been looking a lot better than the way that he started here. I think it's a favorable matchup for Sanchez. I'm going to go ahead and take him and the Phillies today.
Yeah, I don't want to make it seem like the Cubs game because we do have to lay a little bit of chalk here. I mean, we're not immune to laying some prices with Count Chocula here, but I'm willing to go, especially $1.35 now on the Phillies. I don't know. I probably would have.
Well, I had it down here minus 150, so I'd take it.
Well, I had it down even higher than that.
All right.
So Phillies for me. I don't. Do I have to break it down? Or Mindy just broke it down. I don't got to do anything. I'm on the Phillies here in this one for sure. Nicholas 6 ERA in his last 5 starts. Sanchez just okay, but I don't mind. Phillies, they've had some losses of late, but the Cardinals have lost still 6 of 8 games. They're on the road, whatever. And let's take a look at some of those because it looks like Phillies here. Maybe we're all going to have a great day. Josh Lauer,
right?
Phillies and TK is on the over. Lassie Love is on the Phillies here. That total, you look at what showed on the screen there at 9.5 under 15. Yeah, Lassie, I think it's going to go. I want to go under actually, but I thought it'd be higher.
Same.
Neil on the Phillies here. TK will take 2.5 runs again. What's Thomas saying here? He's on the over also. Kev Cook on the Phillies. Trey on the Phillies. It's a lot of Phillies again. You know it. We're on it. Panger Life's here.
I see that. There he is.
Man on the over. Curvin's on the Phillies. Josh, great question. A lot of times I'm playing the spots. A lot of times I look at the anticipated lineups. Can't make adjustments here on the show as far as our plays, or even if giving out a premium play. But I would also say that for me, I'm playing more the spot to a certain extent. Ebbs and flows, the human algorithm, if you will, teams feeling. Travel situation, things like that might just outweigh the everyday lineup factor, which certainly has to be respected, but is also baked into the number.
Right, that's what I was going to put down. Yeah.
Jacoby here on the Phillies. Don't give me. I mean, games were no play. You got no play. Some information comes out, and you're like, and the price is. Whatever you feel, you're like, oh, I'm going to play that because of so and so. Bummer with Trout, that was going on. Okay, a lot of Phillies. Okay, we're on it, Mindy. Phillies, and I think Cappers are going to be on Phillies today as well. We're already seeing a few, seeing some action over here at the service play forums. All right, the Guardians are on the road against the Blue Jays. Now let's wait for Mindy to go here on this one with Bybee and Bassett. I'm showing Bassett here, $1.50, 8.5 under 15.
Very interesting one here indeed, because I have Bassett that pitches really, really well at home. I like Bybee overall, but his stats are elevated here some at home. And Bybee, though, he already kind of held Toronto scoreless this month once already. So for me, I think I'm going to go ahead and go with the Guardians, give myself an extra run. I'll take him on the run line. I know it's sitting at about minus 160 or so, but I'd rather take the run here rather than just go ahead and doing this head-to-head. So taking the Guardians on the run line.
All right, Mindy says take the Guardians here, plus the 1.5. And yeah, it's a pretty steep price, certainly. But, I think that looking at the matchup, Mindy might be expecting a tight game. I've got to look at this. I mean, I didn't want to say it because I don't know what Mindy was going to do. But I mean, here is the massive under game of the year, right? With the two teams that were screaming under all for the last 3 months. It feels like, and you're getting them at 8.5 when it feels like it should be 8. Like my computer printout here, I'm going to throw it away because it says go over. It does say go, that it prefers to go over prefers to go over an 8, but I've got to overrule my own computer printout and take the under, of course. Not only has Cleveland gone under in 7 of their last 9, and Toronto's gone under in 32 of their last 43, but Bassett's gone under in 7 of his last 10, and so has Bybee. So I'm going to take the under for sure. I don't know if it would even made the premium. Numbers indicate that maybe it won't be a total under, but man, on the surface with these two teams, it does feel like the under is the obvious play. Okay. Oh yeah, I'm not looking good there at 32 points. Thank you, Kev, for keeping me updated on that game. I'm gonna get my first loss here in 6 games with this total in the Dominican game. All right, Neil's on the under, certainly. Bionic's on the Jays. Brent is on the Blue Jays. Kev's on the Guardians. Beanie Man under. Butterscotch under. Cleveland under. Jeremy will take an alternative run line here. I don't think that it's necessarily like some, public play. I mean, I think handicappers, people like our chat who are really into it, people like you and me, know that these teams have massive unders. I don't think even the guy walking in the book every day is thinking, on a total. Maybe they are. It will stand out. These trends will stand out and catch the eye of casual, but not everybody, right?
Right.
Thomas might be thinking about Germany and Spain is my pick at 7-1. I think that's their odds. So they won the last one. Yeah, they're not as good. They are number 1 in the FIBA rankings. They don't have their full complement. Jacoby here, I don't believe. Jacoby under, Jamal under. Nathan for 5 under. Okay. Thank you to Kia. She's always keeping me on point there.
Right.
Okay. No, I'll go back to it and I'll just introduce it because it's Rockies and Freeland. It's the Orioles and Urban. Been some conversation about this series as well. The Orioles are 210. $2. Orioles $2 and 9 under 20 in this one, Mindy. Thank you, Takia.
Yeah, I think here I'm just going to go ahead and hit the over in this one. I got 2 high ERAs, 5.4 Freeland, 5.52 for Cole Irvin. Then, of course, you have the Orioles team with the bats that can always get it done. That Rockies team, they average 3 runs. So, yeah, I think if they score 3, Orioles, score 5, 6, 7, 8, something like that. I think it'll be okay. But, yeah, I just think I'd rather go ahead and do the over. I kind of tend to want to lean a little bit to the Rockies, but I don't know. They're awful all at the same time, so I don't want to pull the trigger on that. So I'm going to go ahead and take the over here.
Mindy, you're so sharp on baseball totals, and I was trying to break it down, and I was like, why do we have more? Because you have a lot of premiums with totals, and that's been your secret to success. So when I get an opportunity to take a total with you that I like here on the show, I better do it. So let's go over. That's a segue. I don't know what I'm saying. I like the over. Making a pitch, making a story out of it.
Right.
I like the over. No, I like the over. Freeland has a ERA over 6 in his last 3 starts, and Urban was I think that's maybe that's what it was. I was up pretty early doing this, but Urban was kind of a late ad. I think he was a scheduled starter, but it was announced later in the day yesterday. So, Orioles have won 7 of their last 4. Colorado's gone over in 9 of their last 11. Freeland's gone over in 4 of his last 5. These teams in general may be trending under, but nah, I want over right now with these Orioles. Man, with these Orioles. Look, it's a pretty big price. I get what you were saying on any hesitation that you might have. I mean, Rockies are terrible, but oh, man, they've lost 10 of the last 29. Let's go over in this one for premium consensus and see what the chat has to say with the Rockies and the Orioles. Now, not as many opinions here, it looks like to me, on this one, probably because of the $2 favorite. Here's Orioles and over for Jamal. Jacoby says, go over. And Kev Cook, Orioles run line. Bionic Orioles run line. More Orioles run line. I know that might be the call, and I think that is going to be the call of handicappers. I'm feeling a little nauseous.
That's what I said. It's kind of a tough one. Yeah. When you got Irvin, that's not necessarily great.
Yeah, well, 4.47 ERA. Let's go ahead and just take the total here over. For Mindy, and I'll take it over. I know there wasn't much opinion on the total there. Thomas Lewis. It's going to be Baltimore. It's going to be Baltimore for everyone, pretty much. I'm sure they'll take care of business. I don't want to lay that price. Here's the Athletic. Can't miss this one. I even said as I was getting ready, I thought I didn't double check, but I'm like, okay, I hope I got them all because I don't want Takia to crack me again.
Too late.
Athletics and the White Sox. Here in this one, Dylan Cease on the mound here. And for the Athletics, this will be, let's see, they were going with Neil. Neil is the pitcher here. I'm showing that Cease is $1.85, 9 under 20 in this one, Mindy. So Zach Neal going here. He's slated to start here in this one. He's like 35 years old or something.
What? Are you saying he's too old for baseball, Ramon? But yeah, I'm going to go ahead
He's an opener, that's all.
Yeah, he is. He's coming out of that bullpen that already is at 5.47, and his ERA is 8.25 and 5 innings pitched here as a starter. So yeah, I mean, I think we're running into a whole bunch of issues here for this Oakland Athletics team. Going to take the White Sox on the run line today.
Okay. Well, look, I don't know if it's because of Cease or the White Sox aren't. How are they going to win this game? How are they going to? I don't want any part of the White Sox. Maybe you're going to lay a run line on. Look,
yes, of course.
I get it. No, I get it. I mean, the A's and
I mean, the A's have only won 2 of their last 3 games right now. They're on a roll.
Well, the White Sox, I mean, remember, we've been, not kidding over about how the White Sox have, joined the bottom of the barrel. Yeah, they're, well ahead of Oakland for the number of wins right now. But, he has a devilish ERA of 6.66 over his last 5 starts. Chicago's lost 9 of their last 12. And, yeah, the A's have won a few games this week. No, I don't want that. Gonna have to give out a premium here for sure. I'm not trying not to make you feel bad. I'm doing fine on my premium, so I can give out one here. Over.
Right.
Dylan Cease against the A's bullpen. I'm going over. Chicago's gone over in 9 of their last 13. The A's have gone over in 7 of their last 11. Cease has gone over in 6 of his last 9 games. Actually, I might even hesitate here at 9. I was hoping to get an 8.5. I'm pretty sure the market shows it's 9. I probably still would have went premium at 9. It's 9 all over. Yeah, I got some offshores still at 8. I see one offshore that caters to squares like me at 8.5, so they won't mind taking my action there. Maybe I'll even buy it to 8 and hit them for a max play. They won't mind. They'll just tack it onto my bonus. So let's make myself laugh. Mindy's on the White Sox run line. I'm on the over. And let's take a look at what the chat has to say. I can't do it, man. Look, I love. They'll probably do it. Oh, Josh, thank you. I'm missing a good game here on FIBA, and the game's gonna be over by the time I get done talking. All right, here's Bionic on the Sox run line. Kev Cook, White Sox run line. This is a game that will be. Mindy has promised will be dropped tomorrow. Type of thing here. It sounds like the way we're planning.
Maybe this would be the one I would pick out of everything, Ramon.
Well, yeah, that's the other thing. We might pick games that are of interest, or if Minnie likes to play, she might try to see if I like it. And can't do with the White Sox. And appreciate that. Okay, Mindy on the White Sox here. And I am on the White Sox run line. White Sox run line, and I'm on the over.
That was it.
Yep. So okay. Dodgers here with Lance Lynn, and they're going to be a favorite, it looks like. I'm going to look at the market, too, and see if that line is coming out here. Showing Lance Lynn favorite on the road, $1.30. The total 10 over 15. Woohoo! Wow, runs.
Wow, runs.
Yeah, I'm showing right now. Yeah, about 130, 10 over 15, Lynn and Crawford.
What if I don't like this at all? But I mean, I think
Lynn can't drop this game, Mindy.
Right. But I mean, I kind of feel like, Lynn, I think he's pitched well in games thus far. Even though he's not my favorite guy, but again, it's going to be tough because I know how the Red Sox hit at home, but I definitely want to go ahead and I want to take the Dodgers bats here today. I think that's the route I'm going to go because I know Crawford has just been good. I'm going to take Lynn, even though I'm not a real fan. I'm going to say the Dodgers bats win out over the Red Sox here today, even though they crushed yesterday, right? I still think today it's going to be a Dodgers victory.
Okay. Well, look, I'm going to agree with you right now. I think the Dodgers are looking just terrific, obviously, and I want. I don't know if you're balking at the price or
no. It's more.
Lynn's body of work for this
really
season.
Good.
About Crawford?
Crawford has been really good, and I think Lynn has been kind of subpar. I think he's getting better playing for the Dodgers, but that's my concern there is how far. I mean, kind of mostly how Crawford has been doing. I mean, what he's sitting at like a 2 ERA in the last couple of games. So I just feel like the bats for the Dodgers will win out.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on. Maybe I should be a better handicapper and try to figure out what's going on with the Red Sox pitching, that they have to wait to, announce Crawford here as a starter. But we got, a better body of work for the season. But yeah, for whatever reason, put that Dodger uniform on, and Lance Lynn has a 1.8 ERA. Dodgers have won every start so far with Lynn. They've won 15 of 17. They're unstoppable right now. Just crushing everything in their path. They made a mockery of that series in Cleveland, I think, right? Well, so Red Sox have won 11 of their last 17. This is going to be a good series, certainly. Red Sox could stand to take some of these games. Dodgers can feel comfortable, but I'm on the Dodgers with you. I'm on the Dodgers with Lynn. Watch out.
Look out.
Going to the Dodgers to win the World Series by now. I am.
Pretty much.
There's Brian Carter. Lots of Dodgers. It's going to be all Dodgers. This is a fine price. It's probably a little bit too high. I think there's some tax on the Dodgers today to a certain extent. Boston has looked good, and they are certainly playing under a little bit of pressure to win. Charles likes the under in this game. I think at 10 now. Look, I get it. I mean, this should, the pitching is decent, but conditions seem to favor an over. And if it's going to sit here at 10, what is it, 10? Juice to the over. Any lower, I'm probably ready to get in on the over. If this thing goes any lower. This one looks like a little bit both ways, two-way action. So we are going to have to kind of take the lead here on this one, Mindy. We'll take the Dodgers. There is some Red Sox support in the chat, but I'm on the Dodgers with you. Okay, the Angels, and I believe I'm showing Patrick Sandoval.
Yeah.
As the starter here. Let me see if I can get a line. This one does not have a line currently, because I don't think Sandoval, while Crawford, I believe, has been officially announced and sportsbooks are starting to post that line. I don't believe this game we're seeing it quite as widely dealt yet. But I'm just showing the Mets are going to be $1.60 here and 8 over 20.
Yeah, I give the Angels like as much chance as their batting average, like a 200. Definitely gonna go ahead and take Senga today. Sandoval's been so terrible. Like, he's my least favorite pitcher right now, and I really liked him in the past, but right now the Angels just aren't doing anything. Give me the Mets. Didn't Senga already beat Sandoval one time too?
Well, yeah, Sandoval's been struggling out there with a 7 ERA in his last 4 starts. Every time he goes out there, it's a blowout. Yeah, every game. In his last 2 starts, they've lost the games 30-4. Remember that?
30-4?
Yeah.
I didn't know it was. I knew it was bad, but I didn't know it was that bad. Oh my god.
Yeah. No, he gave up. He was all right, I thought, in that. I don't know, Senga. Well, no matter what, I don't feel comfortable at this price with the Mets in a favorite role. Senga's been pretty good still. He's still hard. He's still trying hard out there. Oh man! Wow. All right.
Wow.
I'm gonna take the Angels on the run line. I don't even know what it is yet, but I'll just take the Angels on the run line here. I imagine it's probably about $1.50.
Probably not.
Higher?
No, 140. I'd say lower.
Okay, well,
165.
Yeah, I don't know if I can do it. I'm going to take Angels. Call it a challenge if you want. I don't know what.
I'll take a challenge, Ramon.
Well,
I'll take the Mets minus 1.5.
No, that's not.
No, for real, I will.
Gosh,
I think I love the Mets in this one.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Well, no wonder.
Mets are gonna crash out.
To me, $1.60 looks too high. I was expecting a little lower price on. Look, Angels without Trout, I get it, maybe, but Ohtani's still going to hit, So can't, play defense, obviously. Kervin's got us play there, it looks like, in FIBA with Singapore. All right, here come the plays. It looks like some Mets action. I'm showing Butterscotch on the Mets. Everybody's on the Mets. I'm the only one on the Angels. They've lost 16 of their last 21. They're toast. I just don't like the Mets as favorites here. That's all. Chabal says go over. And, all right. Brian's on the Mets. Okay. Thomas says, Ohtani can't. He's not pitching anymore, but he will.
He might not pitch ever again. I don't know what's going to happen, right?
Have the surgery, right? Oh,
so is it like the Brock Purdy? Like, is that what he did? Like the 9-month recovery deal with that?
Yeah, I mean, look at that.
Isn't it?
Look, you can, just get it right. That's what I was saying. If you're, as soon as the Angel season is over, if you are going to get it, just get the surgery right when you can, and then get started. I also want to mention, Mindy, that Strasburg retiring. He had a pretty good career. Maybe he didn't ever totally live up to expectations. World Series MVP, that's pretty good. Making, I don't know, a ton of money.
Yeah, I couldn't believe that they said he's making money out till 2035. He's making like 11 million a year, like after 2026 or
Signed a
something.
massive contract late, even when he was struggling
Wow.
with injuries. Someone I've followed very closely, and just can't do it anymore. No, can't rehab. Like I said, when you get that thing, that surgery. Well, he had the thoracic. Was it what it was too? So it was a different injury. That kind of, it was not any kind of. It wasn't a Tommy John style injury that ended his career. Actually, okay. I've got, oh boy. See, now this, look, I mean, here you have Woodruff. He's actually gone down to like $1.15, 8 over 15.
8 over a 15 and gone down. I
Yeah,
still
that's,
like the
team on the under.
Brewers
Yep.
here. Yeah, I mean, I just kind of feel like the Brewers, they've been kind of rolling here as of late. So I'm gonna, it's one of those that's tough, right? I mean, your Padres have tons of talent, but I just think momentum's kind of going Woodruff's way. I'm gonna take the Brewers here.
Okay. I might end up just listening to you and do it. This is a spot. This is a role that you kind of want to take the Padres in. They're crummy as favorites. They're better as underdogs, kind of in this role. Now, I tell you what, the Brewers are going to be a massive handicapper pick today. Everybody's going to be playing the Brewers. Woodruff's been awesome so far. 4-1 are the Brewers in his 5 starts. Not all. He's been very good. 2.89 ERA. Darvish, I've been weak. He's still just mediocre. He's just mediocre this year. Especially when they needed him to be better. Padres have lost 12 of 19 at the moment when they need to win. The Brewers have won 9 of their last 12 to solidify their streak here in their battle. I mean, this is a great race in the division, and they need to keep winning. So I would normally, this is a spot where I would try to not say anything on the air, and I'll be like, I'm going to bet on my Padres today. I'm not going to put it out there as a public play. I'm just going to bet on them. I want them to win. And this is the role they should win. Now, maybe I want a little better price, but maybe Darvish gets a lot of respect at the window. I know Capper's going to be all over the Brewers. You're on the Brewers. I'm on the Brewers. You talked me into it.
All right. I feel sad about you having to take the Brewers.
Well, like I said, this is maybe more of a spot where I would prefer the Padres, but it looks cheap enough to me. And you look at what brands they're running hot. Padres are not. Under here for Thomas and the Padres. They've got to be just immoral. It's been a totally good thing they can, have their pillow full of cash to rest their head on at night and make their poor, owner that spending all of his life savings and on the team to try to win a championship. But good thing he likes to spend money and doesn't care about his money. Okay, we're on it. I'm on the Brewers. Mindy's on the Brewers. Everybody's on the Brewers. Let's go. And next up, we're going to go with the Rangers here against the Twins. Stunning Dane Dunning. The Rangers here. Gray, $1.15. It looks like Gray is moving towards slight favoritism here now. And the total here is 8.5 under 15. $1.15 on the Twins.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of suddenly what the heck's been going on with the Rangers, and the Twins haven't necessarily been doing much really offensively. Dunning necessarily hasn't been, sharp on the road. I think I was with him last time, but I kind of feel like today's not the day. I know we kind of have trouble. The chat's not always a fan of Sonny Gray here as well, but I think he's been doing better in his recent starts. I think I'm still going to go ahead and go Minnesota today, taking the Twins here. Rangers just haven't been sharp.
Sonny. We'll have a we're gonna do a karaoke stream.
We're gonna have a karaoke live show.
Yeah. Dunning 2.81 ERA in his last 4 starts. Mindy, go ahead. What was your pick? I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and take the Twins here.
Yes, you are, of course. Twins today.
I just feel like the Rangers are gonna pop out of it at some day. I don't know when though.
Here's Josh likes Texas today, and they've lost 7 in a row. What's wrong, Texas? I think everybody likes Texas. I'm on Minnesota with Mindy Hahne. Look, we got a great chat. Sometimes this is where I don't want to say the profession. No, I don't want to say it like that. You guys maybe we'll take the loss here, but I want to be on Minnesota. It's probably going premium here, Mindy. I always like Sonny Gray. I don't care. I actually like Dane Dunning too. Not sure I'm willing to commit to the under here necessarily, but I'm looking at this total. And but everybody here, Mindy, is on the Rangers. Was there any Twins? I don't think so.
There's the Twins that came in late. Brian Carter, he said Twins on the money line.
Okay. We got a little support, but I feel like, look, Sonny Gray, the numbers are nice, and he doesn't. I know a lot of people have probably lost some money betting with Sonny Gray this year. That's sometimes what happens on some biases, but you are dealing with a guy who has one of the lowest ERAs in the league, 3.08. It's not like killer ERA, but out of full-time starters, it's hard to, certainly one of the better ERAs. Doesn't get that run support because the Twins have problems sometimes with scoring runs. I want Minnesota here against the struggling Rangers. So, interesting point there that Panger mentioned Garcia being back. And I had a premium winner on the over in that game in Texas, Minnesota. It was pretty good, pretty solid winner. But I'd mentioned that. I said when Garcia's back, I like the over. But it doesn't really matter. But okay, here we go. A few more. Royals and your Royals, Mindy, against the Mariners here, obviously. Mariners are down to $1.75, and the total 8/15. I'd say it like it's some bargain, but yes,
it's some bargain. Yeah, I mean, suddenly the Mariners are like on this. They kind of seem a little bit unbeatable. I mean, if it wasn't for a throwing error, they'd be on 10, 11 straight, something like that. Averaging almost 5 runs a game with Rodriguez just going lights out here right now. I still think that the Royals gave them a little bit of trouble here last time at home. I think it might be a little bit of role reversal here with the Mariners. I'll take them on the run line.
Right, Mindy says take Mariners. A little bit of plus money. Is it? It is.
Well, maybe not. Yeah,
it's not bad. It's not bad at plus $1.15, maybe even $1.20. That's nice. All right. Yeah, I missed that. I missed another one. I got it. At least it's in the system. That Reds Diamondbacks. I don't know. I need some help here with getting our plays up here. All right. Mindy says take the Mariners in this one. 8/20. I'm probably going to be on the under here with Kansas City and Seattle. These teams are trending over, but I'm just gonna go with my numbers here. Let me get the chat's comments. I'm just another run line. I'm scared. Look, I know that I know cappers are going to be on this run line, especially if the line if it's at plus 120. This is going to be a very popular play with handicappers today. I promise you. I make a lot of promises on this show.
Yeah.
Tequila, Mariners.
I promise to make lots of promises.
Thomas the Royals run line here. Bionic Mariners for sure. Jamal Mariners. Butterscotch will lay the 1.5. Brent Cook says Singer, 3 starts for Singer, 1-0 with a 1.71 ERA in his career against Seattle. Jacoby on the Mariners. Brian's on the Mariners. I think that's I think it has something to do with the Mariners. A whale? Is it a whale? Or?
It looks like a whale.
All right. I guess I'm going to go. I guess I'm on the under here. Boy, I feel shaky on this one. I'm just going under. Please forgive me. Beating Man will lay the 1.5. Okay, we're on our plays here for this one. Mindy, lay Seattle against your Royals. I'll take the under. Braves and Strider here, $1.55 on the road, 7.5 under 15. Just had the order wrong. That's all.
Oh, okay. I gotcha. So yeah, this is going to be, probably Strider's day. That's going to be my guess here. I'm going to take the Braves here as big favorites, sitting at about minus 150 or so. The Giants are just not hitting well right now. 4 for like 35 against Strider, so they just don't hit him well. And the bullpen, I think, has been pretty good here for both of these teams. I think it should be kind of a pitcher's duel here, but I'm going to go ahead and take the Braves just because Giants don't seem to hit them well.
All right, I do agree on the pitcher's duel. I feel uncomfortable with the road price. Maybe it's actually even might be going down a little bit here. Might be starting to be manageable, but I'm going to give the Giants a little bit of a chance here, I think, in the game. So I'll back off a little bit, and I will take the under in this one. Atlanta's gone under in 6 of their last 8. The Giants have gone under in 16 of their last 24. Strider's gone under in 4 of his last 5 and has been absolutely awesome in his last. You mentioned him; he's crushing it. Really, last couple games, almost unhittable. And Webb has just a 3 ERA in his last 4 starts, so he gives them a chance here in this one. Certainly, I can't lay a price even with the Braves, and there'll be another capper play here. Mindy's on them. Cappers are going to be on Atlanta here. I'm the usual cynic, but I'll take the under. I will take the under in this one. Probably wasn't going to be a premium, especially if it's a juiced 7.5. So I didn't really think it would come 8 at all, but I might have found my way to a premium on it. Okay, let's see the chat. The Giants don't score for Webb. That's I think that's true. That is true. Braves money line. There's gonna be a lot of Braves. I know it. This will be the one that Takia's with me. Oh, Takia says take the run line. What is the run line? Minus $1.35. All right. I think I can get behind Takia. Yeah. Beat a man on the under. All right. We got some plays.
Canada's up at half, Ramon, 43-40.
Oh, close game.
Okay, there you
go. That's going to be close on the total. We'll see. I'll have more plays. Oh, so I put the Discord in there. More plays, FIBA action, since it starts at about 4 in the morning Eastern, 3 Mindy, and 1 a.m. Pacific. Get your plays in FIBA. They won't even let me put FIBA plays in the system because I'll break the system with too many winners. So let's pick those up in the Discord. I'm going to have all my FIBA I'm into this. I'm into this tournament more than I let on, especially after the start that we were on. So I'll be coming at you with more plays. Hey, a final just came in, by the way. Lithuania, another crushing victory. They crushed Egypt in this one, and I like that result. It just snuck over. I split. I went under 158.5. It was 160, but I did lay 19.5 with Lithuania. They win it by 26, but it goes over by a point and a half. Darn it! I crushed the side, but I missed on the toe. They should have a bet like that if you cover both spreads. Okay, one more game, everybody. Here we go. It's the Reds and the Diamondbacks with green and B fought. In this one, the Diamondbacks favored 135 now. Hunter Green, by the way, I mean, this is actually a late, he's was put into the starting role here kind of overnight or late last night. I guess probably the manager announced in the post game. So some folks might have went to bed thinking it was going to be another pitcher. I forget who now, but Green is the pitcher, it looks like, for the Reds officially, and Fott is 135, probably a lower price because of that pitching change, 9 under 20.
Yeah, this one's tough because, when the Diamondbacks are favorites, they're 35-23. They got a 60% win ratio when they are the favorites. But all of my numbers are saying to take the Reds. But Cincinnati's struggling to score here a little bit. But I think this one here, Hunter Green did not look sharp in his first outing. And then you have Brandon Pfaadt here, not looking great at home, 7.96 ERA. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and take the over in this one.
Yeah, I got burned last night. I went with I had an over as a premium. It whiffed, but you had the under. And you are coming back on the over today, and I like the over. See what I said about handicapping the handicappers here?
Right.
I got a top-rated handicapper here. I don't know if you guys follow like the leaderboards and everything, so kind of you can compare Mindy with some of these others in the she's right there, certainly as an elite capper. So I was thinking over in the give me Arizona. I'm sorry, man. I'm not. Okay. I'm just a little shaky on that 9.5. Oh boy, you know what? It is 9. Oh, I need to update that. Let me look at the market. I can't change now. I'm on Arizona. The total is certainly 9 over 20. I should have been more. I had the old total up there from last. I think when the other pitcher was in there. Who was it now? It's like scratched out.
It was some rookie, right?
It was probably going to be a bullpen game, I think. But Hunter Green, I mean, he's back. He's healthy. He's ready. I know, it was a bad outing, but we still, I would have looked. The Reds obviously feel like they need a Hunter Green, here right now. Oh, Kennedy. Brett Kennedy. Yeah. So, but the Reds are still hot. They've won 5 of the last 7. On the road, right? They're a team that's winning on the road. I know handicappers are going to be on today, but I'm going to take Arizona. I can't pass up on a price like this. I know that things are pointing out. The chat may be even on the Reds here. Fott has a 3 ERA in his last 4 starts. It's Arizona's 1-7 of 8. They're hot again. So I'm going to take Arizona against the Reds. Look, I think the Reds are up and down. It's been great. This is incredible what's going on. They're still hanging in there. They're still playoff live. We know that. Josh is going on the Reds after the game yesterday where they ended up losing.
They were right there and then gave it away.
I know. I'm still bitter. We had it. I thought we had it. It was a good game. I mean, I didn't feel like it was like close game. I didn't feel like we had. I was just saying, wow, we win this one, we're gonna have another great night, 5-1. Mindy, great job. Thanks, Josh. Canada pulling away now. Let's get some points, though. All right. That's it for baseball. Hope we got your plays in. Thanks. Oh, cool, Josh. All right. Yeah,
Got your bet in. You got it live. He's ready to go.
Sure, we could have got some more people on earlier. I'm hitting some of these FIBAs. Okay, we're on it, Mindy. Well, I'm sorry. You are on the over, and I'm taking the Diamondbacks.
All right.
Yeah. We got
like I said, the Diamondbacks win when they're favorites, but gosh, Brandon, it's not so good.
No, not good. No, I get it. His ERA is over 6. He's just been a lot, but he's been better of late. Now he's going up against a pretty hot team here.
Yeah.
I got myself. There's like an app where you can like invest in players like long term, like it's a market, like a market. You know, I took some Ellie De La Cruz at like 88 cents or something. All right, he struck out that last. He did end up striking out in that big at bat, but he really battled in that bat last night, man. Okay.